Hi guys and gals, Froggy here. This is my daughter's 2012 Lexus RX350, and wouldn't you know it needs rear shocks. Now I did not know that. It's only got about 55,000 miles on it or so, and apparently this is a bit of a known issue with RX350s. They seem to go through rear shocks faster than a normal car. And I'll give you a picture of the shocks when we get it up in the air. So we got blocks, and we're going to take the rear wheels off, jack it up. So the way we are going to do it is going to do it one side at a time instead of lifting up like the whole rear end. So we're on the passenger side, and you see where I've got that jack? It's on a very strong piece of the unibody there, and that has raised up both the front wheel and has raised up the back wheel. So we're going to put a jack stand under there for safety, and then we'll pull the wheel off. Okay, so we got a jack stand where those little notches are. You guys, well, I'll show you. See the little notches on either side of the jack stand? So we got our jack stand there, we got our floor jack there, and we got our wheel off the ground, so we're good. We pull the wheel. Okay, so I got an impact tool, which is nice, and we got this side off, the wheel off, and let's have a look at that shock. I get my flashlight, and oh yeah, look down at the bottom part of it. You see how greasy and oily it is, and the oil has attracted a lot of dirt on it. So it's definitely leaking. Whether it was totally empty of oil and pressure, I'm not sure, but we got these new shocks we're going to put on there. KYB, it's a good kind of middle of the road shock. Not the most expensive, but not a cheap one either. And so we're putting on the right rear. Okay, so this was super easy. Were they both 17 millimeter? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the top bolt has a captured nut on the other side. You don't have to worry about getting into the other side. 17 millimeter. The bottom one, let me get on it a little bit. The bottom one goes through here. It's a nut and a bolt. There they are. It's also 17 millimeter, but you have to put a wrench on the other side, and then you can gun this side, or vice versa, but this side is the easiest one to get to. So both 17s, and the shock just drops right out. Easy as pie. So we're gonna put the new shock in, which is right here. I'm gonna put the bottom in first, because that one has a nut and a bolt, and it might be maybe a little bit trickier to line up, I'm not sure, and I'll see if the top aligns or not. I'd be very surprised if it actually aligns. That would be kind of crazy lucky, but let's get the bottom in and we'll see where we are. Okay, so we put a torque wrench on these. Most guys in their videos don't torque them. That's okay, they're probably fine, but when you use an air gun to tighten up fasteners, you don't actually know what torque you're going to. So I chose 60 foot-pounds for both of them. I think that's in the ballpark, give or take 5 foot-pounds of what they should be. If somebody knows what the actual torque spec on rear shocks, fasteners for 2012 RX350, please post it up there for everybody else. But anyway, that's set 60, and this one right there, down there, is at 60. We took a look at the brake pads while we got everything apart, and let me see if I can show you. I don't know how good it's going to show up. Let me see if I can get a light on this camera. Hold on. Alright, I'm moving the rotor. You guys see the rotor moving? So immediately to the left of that is the inner brake pad. You can see it's almost the thickness of the rotor. It's very good. And let me go around to the other side. Sorry for the shaky there. I can see it, but I can't get it on the camera, but that's the outside brake pad, and it is also of equal thickness to the inside. So the pads are good on this truck. Just want to show you that little extra stuff that I throw in there. Take a look around while you're here. Sway bar looks good. Muffler, resonator, whatever that is. I guess that would be the resonator. Is good. Looking across here, don't see any damages. So always take the opportunity to check other stuff when you've got a wheel off or you're doing a job. So it's good. We're going to put it back, put the wheel back on, drop it down, do the other side. Okay, so we let it down the opposite of how we went up. And always remember to torque your lug nuts after you get it down on the ground. This RX350 calls for 76, I think, or 75, 76. Your torque wrench doesn't really have the accuracy of exactly 1 foot-pound, but we're gonna torque them and do the other side. I'm not going to film the other side because it's pretty much the mirror image of this side. So give me a thumbs up or a like if this helps you out. Subscribe to my channel if you want more from Froggy. It's mostly automotive and whatever else I think you guys and gals might find interesting. And see you later. Have a great weekend. Froggy out. Bye-bye.